Welcome to the Rockhound Podcast. This week we have a returning guest. Go ahead and take it away, Dustin.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dustin. I find rocks on Dustin Finds Rocks YouTube channel. I'm based in Missouri, and most of my rock hounding is there, although I have hopped over to Illinois for a hot second to find some trilobite fossils. And I have plans to go to Arkansas and more places out of the state, but right now I'm just in Missouri because it's pretty good here.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, welcome back. It's so good to have you back. I'm stoked to.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Rolling. Yeah. And meanwhile, we're happy that you're back as well. Happy?
We're happy.
We can all be very happy.
That's a really good way of saying that. We're so happy that you're back, and we'd love to know what you're up to and where you're back from. So let us know in the comments. And I am Karen from Ozone Fine Art Ventures out here on the crazy Oregon coast. And who are you this week?
Theo.
Oh. Who?
Kurt.
Oh. My name's Kurt with Rock.Hounding.Adventures out here on the hot side of the Western Slope.
Nice.
And I am Skipper. And
Skipper.
My channel is Sailing the Open Yellowstone, I guess, River. And there's a tie-in with that.
Because the other one is taken. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I'm Kyle. With World of Rock Hounds. And that was in our introductions.
Woo.
So we were missing Karen last week for our shout out. So Karen, what you got?
Well, I'm going to do the condensed version so that I don't suck all the time out of this podcast. But let's see. Let me scroll all the way up to the top. No, I'm going to make this snappy. From 2 weeks ago, folks dug all about the agates show. If you guys recall, we reviewed the agates. And of course, there's way too many types of agates. And so we didn't hit everything. And so there were quite a few comments about us hitting that topic again. And they were naming off all the link superior agates, and we need to hear about the botryoidal ones or botryoidal, or do we even say it right, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll definitely do a part deux from that. That was pretty much unanimous through the comments. And let's see, they also weighed in on the idea of the theme altogether and dug it. So,
nice.
Especially currently rock hounding was like the theme shows. And so
he messaged me too. He really liked it.
Seal of approval right there on that. So we'll be doing more of those. And actually that was really fun. So it looks like that's copacetic.
Next week is sapphires, only precious. Not a whole lot to say about that, unfortunately.
Just roll the crickets on that one.
Yep. Next week is diamonds. It's all speculative.
Right. And ironically enough, Dustin Finds Rocks enjoyed the episode with all his knowledge thereof. And he called me out on a nodule that he sent me, actually.
Dude, I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. It's so cool, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait.
Magic of podcastery, we're going to see that later as a show and tell. So and we'll fill you in a little bit more on that story. Greg Dirksen, oh my goodness me, Lisa Larson, 45, Julie McKenna, Johnny Rock Hounding, Cynthia Foss, Allison Minerland, Claude from Kalgoorlie, Sarich, Kyla Abiglen, Ivan Lopez, The Adventure Closet, Sandmaker, currently rock hounding, Tamika Branham from Oregon, and all dug the show, which leads us to last week. Thanks so much, Tyler, for coming on. I'm so sad that I missed it. He's the Cracker and Collector.
Because I missed both of his shows now. And I'm like, how does this happen?
Have?
Yeah, I missed him last time too.
Okay, we need a rebate for Theo,
especially,
need
around
but
3.
me as well.
Yeah, it can just be us two, and we'll just hang out for an hour.
That would probably be pretty interesting.
That would be a great conversation. Everybody's invited though. And it turned out to be a really cool podcast. So if you missed that, definitely go back. I attended the premiere and I had like a super time. It was really, really interesting. And of course, everybody in the chat is always so spectacular. Dustin again dug the crude oil geodes. That was incredible. Like the crude oil and the geodes, crazy. Clear crystal vibes. Mary Beth said she learned a lot from the podcast and was excited to know of Tyler's channel. I think that people, still are discovering what seems to be becoming a vaster and vaster array in our community as far as channels go. How cool is that?
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's definitely growing.
Yeah. And so there's still people that need to get connected to all the different channels. So that is super cool to see. So she's subscribed and all that. And she was missing Theo and I, and thank you. We're back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I've returned.
Yes. And Oregon Rocks wanted to know how to get into the Discord. And so use the email in our description to just shoot us an email really quick. I will send you the invite back via email. So that's all you got to do. Just to put say the Discord in the title line or something like that. So we don't think that you're trying to sell the podcast insurance. And let me just shout out the Discordians right now. You guys are awesome. They are having such the cool time over there on the Discord. The shows and tells and the stories and people getting invites to going rock hounding and everything going on over there. So again, if you wanted to join that, just hit our email, but you guys are rocking it over there. So thank you, Discordians. I'm sorry I'm not there more often right now. It's just been crazy. So anyways, I miss it. I want to just go chill in my pajamas and just hang out on Discord all day. I want to do that. When things the dust settles. And then meanwhile, Greg D, Johnny Rockhounding, Lisa Largent, Tarnished Viking, Dan Dixon, and y'all lovely people in the chat, and you know who you are, laying out the love every week. We love you back, and thank you for everything. Them's the shouts. Was that quick enough?
That was good.
Yep, that was
2
really
weeks
good.
worth. Thank you. That's what happened when you leave us guys in charge.
That's all right.
The shouts consist of thanks for watching last week.
Yeah. You did a good job though, Kyle, hitting the questions as far as the social medias and all that kind of stuff. You did a great job. Thank you.
I kind of pulled that out. I pulled that out my geode because I was spacing a lot of it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for the shout outs. And now we can get into how everyone's weeks was. We'll start off with you, Dustin. How was your week?
My week was good. I'm all jacked up about a bunch of barite that I found that I was not able to video. I went to 2 different spots. One I went to with my friend Adam, and I helped him do some work on an old house there. That was pretty cool. I learned how to make traditional mortar, and then we got to go and look for barite. There was an old barite mine near the property. And he was telling me the owner's a little sketchy about you filming. So you can't film here. I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't bring my camera. And then we got here. He's like, did you bring your camera? You should film this. I was like, no, you told me not to.
Make up your mind.
Yeah. So that was cool. I got to figure out some way that I can show all that off because it was cool. And then on a different day, I was out rock hounding and I just got this weird urge, I have to stop at this road cut and look for some barite. And I climbed up this really sketchy hill and found a vug that was loaded with it.
Oh,
and
nice.
I started trying to film it on my phone. And I was just like, I don't think I should be promoting this. I'm going to slip and fall and break my ankle. And then it's going to be documented in this video. My wife would not approve of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to have to get together with Jeff or one of my other Rockhound buddies and head back out there because it's kind of a 2-man operation. It's dangerous. It's not that dangerous, but I would just feel a lot better if there's another person there.
It's one man dangerous.
So yeah, I got that going on, and then it was too hot to go back there, and I was gonna have to go by myself, and I was like, it's sketchy. So I was kind of bummed out, and I was just like, meh. So Ashley's like, why don't you go to the creek and look for some geodes? You always find cool stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll go to the creek. And I'm really glad that I did, because I found a new spot where a bunch of rocks had recently fallen. There was like really soft rock underneath, and the creek cut it out, and a whole bunch of rocks came down. And I always kind of suspected that there were geodes in there, but I never looked. Well, they are there. I found a bunch of really, really cool ones.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I
Heck
just uploaded that video like right before this, which was a struggle, but it's there now. So that's cool. Check that out. And let's see, the most exciting announcement is October 14th, 15th, and 16th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Halloween themed dig at Haunted Ridge.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Heck yeah.
I'm super stoked. I'm going to be hosting this time. Brian's got other stuff going on, but it's going to be similar to the last event. We're going to have a big machine out there.
Mm.
There's going to be a food truck again, possibly 2 food trucks this time, but
Nice.
definitely the food truck that was there last time. They're going to have even more parking. We're going to dig up more new areas. Like this big guy behind me here, that area just got dug up the last time, and people were barely getting into that. So now that's dug up
Wow.
more,
Oh, cool.
and
Oh,
that spot
man.
is just loaded. So that's cool. There's most likely going to be a Halloween contest, or a costume contest, I should say. And we're thinking the prizes are going to be big, cool rocks. So
Ooh.
that
cool.
should be cool.
Well,
and,
there's enough time to book your tickets.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's
Yeah, so
timely.
put it out there.
Yeah.
14th, 15th, and 16th, Haunted Ridge, Cadet, Missouri. You will find so much stuff. Like if you watch my videos, you know there's a lot of stuff there, and I can't even show it all in my videos. I feel like every time I'm like, oh, I really didn't show all the cool rocks.
That's like
there's this.
mind blowing, because the
Yeah.
ones that you do show are just like, are you even kidding
Oh.
me?
I think
Well, I'm
someone.
picky. I pick the good ones.
I think someone needs to go there dressed as Brian's dog Matrix.
Oh man, yeah.
Doppelgangers for both of them would be good.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be
That's a
cool.
good idea. Hey, there
Yeah.
could be a whole genre of the contest just devoted to folks dressing up as the dog. You know,
There you go.
Right. Yeah.
Dress up as your favorite YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah, I don't
People
know.
are all trying to
We'll
guess.
see. But I think that would motivate people, if we had some big cool rocks as prizes, because I'm the type of person that like, costume contest, okay, I'm there for rocks. I'm like, wait, if I win the costume contest, I get a cool rock. All right. I might have to dress up.
Right
Nice.
on.
Well, thank you for sharing your week. Kurt, you are next on the list.
Well, it's been hot here, and every single time it's kind of cleared up. I've tried getting out to film that video for my giveaway, and I finally got out the other day and got it. So I just got to edit it, and hopefully it'll be up this Monday,
Nice.
and can do that. I've been cutting a bunch of granite, and I have the tumbler going. So I have a couple pieces of that for show and tell. I'll show a little bit later. And I just put out a video last week of a crinoid, agatized crinoid specimen that I
Dude, that was so
grinded
cool.
away the outside.
Right?
Showed some beautiful little quartz pocket with some agate bands running through it. Very beautiful. If you haven't seen it,
was
go check it out.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna take that piece and like wrap it, but then I was like, no, not that one's just gonna be for me. So I'm gonna go through my collection and see if I can find more. And do more of those.
I have total crinoid jealousy, Kurt. That thing was really cool. Like I've got a lot of crinoids, but
Yeah.
and some of them have like kind of like little druzy crystals inside, but I've never seen one that had agate banding like that. That was cool.
Yeah, I had, when I came to Colorado, I had so many of those, but I have traded so many away. Now I'm wishing I didn't send those out.
Was
but
that a maniacal laughter? Because like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be
Oh,
crying.
but that's pretty much pretty much everything that's been going on this week. Just trying to get the giveaway video done. I've been talking about that forever, and then been trying to. Like I said, I'm tumbling a bunch of granite from Central Texas, and
Is that the
gonna be
pink
wrapping.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff
So that
is
stuff
beautiful.
is gonna turn out really beautiful whenever I'm done with it. So yeah, that's pretty much been my week.
Thank you for sharing your week. Ski Heaper.
Skipper. My last 2 weeks have been insane and nonstop. So let's see. Let's try to do this in order. So 2 weekends ago now, maybe 1 weekend. I don't remember. we went to Crystal Park and dug for a bunch of really nice quartz crystals. Got some interesting stuff. Sucked because we were only there for a little bit, and it was like we were just starting to get into the really good stuff. We only had about like 4 hours. Just started getting all the best stuff, and that's when we're like, all right, well, it's time to go. It's like, no, don't take me away yet. So we're gonna be going back and spending like a full day or two over there, hopefully pretty soon. Then the next day we went to Phillipsburg, got some really nice sapphires, like faceting grade sapphires, which I'm super excited to
Ooh.
cut. And then last Saturday, I went out with Kate and Kim on Kate's boat, where we took it on the Yellowstone River to go access the islands and do some rock hunting, and it was phenomenal. We only got to go to one island because the motor just stopped working at one point. If you've seen Kate's video, you know the story behind that. But yeah, we were all hyped, excited. Like, first island, 20 minutes, we like got it cleaned out. We're like, all right, let's go to the next island, and then just nothing happened. The motor just
Get the oars out.
Like, well, it's gonna be sketchy getting back to the launch. So yeah, I'll show you for show and tell. I brought two, but oh my gosh, that is seriously one of the best hunts I've had in a long time. That was insane. Such a good hunt. That video will be coming out Saturday. And then Kim and I are insane. And when we got back to shore, we looked at each other and we're like, I mean, it's only like 2. Do you want to go to another site? We're like, yeah, of course I do. So we went to an entirely different location downstream and rock hunted for another like 4 or 5 hours, something like that. So I got 2 like really full hunts in one day, and it was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yellowstone is finally low enough that we can hunt it in some places. So probably another week or 2, and it'll be like actually closer to normal. I'm so happy. It feels so good. And then Kate got the problem solved with the motor. So her Jim, and then me and Alexis are gonna go out again on Monday on the boat to do a redo and actually hit multiple islands this time.
Nice.
But other than that, I finished the first project for my second channel, and it's so freaking cool. I'll send you guys pictures after this. I'm so happy about it. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So I'm starting the next one, and then in the meantime, I'm also packing orders and working on 3 different lapidary videos for the main channel. So it's been like we're picking at every like available second that we can find lately. Time blocking is very important.
Yep, it sure is.
Yep.
Well,
But that's pretty much my zoo of a former 2 weeks. I'm sure the next 2 will be probably busier.
Oh gosh.
well, thank you for sharing your last 2 weeks.
Of course.
Give Karen a little bit more reprieve from the extra long shouts. My week is actually surprisingly short because I'm still in the process of job training. So when I get home, I'm pretty tired. So not a whole lot's going on. I try to do some lapidary stuff, but I got distracted with at-home projects like, mowing the lawn and then other yard stuff. So it's nonstop projects for outside. But Saturday though, I don't think I talked. This last Saturday I went to the local rock shop, and figured I'd go ahead and look for more fire obsidian, as I do. And I show up, and I can tell there's been some activity in the pile that I was digging in previously. And
he detects somebody's been touching his rocks. Sorry.
But no, they were seeing that people are out there. They're looking for the obsidian. They have caught people breaking the obsidian, and they told them don't do that.
Right.
As one, it's not okay. It's not your rock. Like I found all my fire obsidian pieces without breaking any of it. Like, so can you? Like, if you
want to buy it, and then you can break it.
I got two pieces that are actually like larger chunks, and that I specifically bought because I can't see any of the layers in there. I mean, I can see the side profile layers, but I can't see the actual top or bottom of the layers. So I don't know if they have any color. So it's going to be more of a mystery cut if it has color or not. But it was actually really cool because I was there. I should first show up. There was one gentleman and his wife that were there, and they must have been on vacation because they're in like a motorhome, California plates, and like, oh yeah, we watched the channel. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I actually ran people that like recognized me, so that was pretty neat. And then so they left, and I'm already in the pile getting all dirty, and because what had happened was when they got all this rock, they dumped it down into one big pile, and so a lot of it was actually still covered in dirt. So I actually had to like dig away the dirt to find all the pieces that are buried. And it turns out the owner has a friend that showed up, and like he recognized me immediately as he pulled in. It's like, oh, I know that haircut. And so it was really cool to actually be recognized. And I'm like, oh, hey, this is really neat. We're super nice guy. But anyway, so I went through all the obsidian, and I asked the owner if he had like a wheelbarrow or something. That way, as I'm going through this pile, because it's like a mix between like obsidian, petrified woods, like thunder eggs of all sorts, figured I would go ahead and do the nice thing. And as I'm sorting it, helps him at the same time take the obsidian that I've already sorted into the other pile that he has that's all obsidian. So like it saves me time, and it also helps free up a little more parking in his front lot there. But I found more fire obsidian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks though, like, because like when you're out there initially, or when I was out there, I did find some color, and so it's like it's a variety of different layers as far as color goes. So I had to sort again when I got home between the very low quality stuff that's kind of questionable if it is, to the actual nice stuff. And so I have a small pile of the nice stuff, and I didn't buy just fire obsidian, just so everyone knows. I did get some other varieties too. Got a couple nice chunks of rainbow. I got one chunk of rainbow. No, I got two. Yeah, I got one giant piece of rainbow and then a smaller. It was kind of like a purpley sheen, so that was a really nice like palm piece. And then I got some red ribbon lace, small chunks, because it's cool stuff. But yeah, I meant to spend 1 hour at the rock shop. I was there for I think a little over 4 or 5. Like I come home, Amy's like, yeah, your neck's a little red, and I'm like, probably. Yeah, I went home a little sore and tired to that, and because my plan was to go to the rock shop for a little bit, get what I needed to get, come home, do some projects. No, I came home like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm done for the night. But yeah, other than that, I did at least get one project done last night. Again, working on some fire obsidian. There's a nice little piece. I might. It's for a customer. It's not mine. Actually, I'll throw a video up here so you guys can see what it is. Yeah, yes. You guys have to pretend right now, but it's actually a really nice piece. Wow, so cool, so bright.
That's incredible.
Look it up.
I've never seen anything like it.
but yeah, kind of a other than that, it's kind of a lazy week. So Karen, it's your turn. Hit the wheel.
Okay, my 2 weeks are a blur, and so I can't even hardly report on it. We have 2 more puppies looking for homes. They're just 10 weeks old now, and so they're fully operational Death Stars at this point. Like, I can tell them before I put their food bowl to sit, and they all sit. Like, it's adorable. And so we're playing chess and doing skill games and stuff like that. Is super fun. I missed last week because of that aforementioned craziness. We had some minor emergency going on. And I dropped a video and another short in that period of time somewhere in the blur. And I have another short and another video coming out sometime this weekend. It's been hard to get to the editing. Dustin and I were commiserating about this earlier. And so I have a stack happening of the videos that need to get birthed now. So
Same.
I think I'm going to learn how to edit in my sleep. I think that kind of multitasking would be really good, because I don't know when else I am having time. But did some cutting. It was my dad's birthday today. And so one of my show and tells is a Richardson's Rock Ranch thunder egg that he himself found. It was the biggest one he found at all. And so I cut it, and I'm in the process of polishing it, and you guys get to see it even before he does. I gave him a rain check because I thought I was going to finish it today, and I didn't, because time has blur. So anyways, that's my life and my weeks. That's it.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Yeah. Now we can delve into our time with Dustin. It is your time.
It's my time.
So who
Yeah.
wants
Now what?
now that we're here.
Well, that was
I know
good.
it's got really
You've been posting up just of, again, gobs of incredible material that you're getting from, it sounds like, assorted places, like not just the Haunted Ridge, but you're traveling about, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I go all around. It's mainly kind of around the St. Louis area and just the South St. Louis area. Like, I could go north, there's stuff up there, but the stuff to the south is so good. Like, I just haven't bothered. Yeah. It's like, I would like to go up to Keokuk, up to like the northeast corner of the state, and get the geodes there, but I don't know. I'm finding such like cool ones just like 15 minutes from my house. It's kind of hard to get motivated to go in that direction when Haunted Ridge is in the other direction. I usually go that way.
You could just like next time you're up on that side of the state for whatever reason, stop by there then. And
I never go there. I never go there.
Just don't. What would you say from these assorted places? But we see so much of that Haunted Ridge material coming out in the last little while. What would you say is your favorite thing that you've found?
Probably the big plate. That was pretty cool.
That beast behind you.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm hearing more about that.
It's a video in progress, but I actually filmed it the week before my geode video that I just uploaded. I found this really killer agate in the creek at Haunted Ridge.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little big for my tile saw, so but it'll happen.
You want to show it again?
Yeah. Like, it's cool. It's got like good fortification pocket.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's gonna be so nice.
Am I seeing that ribbony red dance going through there? Wow.
Yeah, it's got lots of red bands.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My short that I released was actually Dustin's rock. And so the ribbony red bands that I'm talking about, that's what the short video is, just showing me polishing one of his rocks, and it's really incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so
Cool.
much agate there. Like, this may upset people, but when I first got into rocks, I was like, agates, so what? So they have lines in them. Big, like, there's so many of them there. It had to be like something totally bonkers to even get me into it. So when I started finding the red ones, I was like, oh, okay, this is something that would be cool, cut and polished. Because I started like just strictly crystals and fossils. I was like, lapidary, I don't have time for that. And now I'm like, oh no, I need a whole shop.
And see, that doesn't change a whole lot, because even now today, I'm like, oh, lapidary, I don't have time for that. Most of the time.
We all
I
have
try to
time
fit
for
it in
that
every
there.
now and then.
It just that agate just polishes up in a way that is very reminiscent to like the full-blown lace agate. I think it rivals the top shelf very much.
Mhm.
And so
Oh, thank you.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
well,
I found a couple that
it's a
I'm
joy
like,
to
dude,
polish.
this is almost like crazy lace agate. And,
Yep.
and people on Facebook were like, no, crazy lace agate's way better. I'm like, well, dude, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm just saying, like, this is really close.
This is up there with it.
Like, I think, yeah, it's not crazy lace, but
Well, and that's
Dude,
what's
I mean,
cool about it. Like
might as
crazy
well
lace
be.
exists, and but I'm thinking that, if you had really nice, say, polished slabs or something like that, and you took it to Tucson and you put it up against some of the top shelf stuff, on the same shelf with them, people
Yeah,
would
I don't
accept
think you
that.
could
They would be
tell.
like, yep,
Yep.
this is good agate. All
I
the
want
way
Or
to
just
across the board.
market it as a new strain of crazy lace. Just
Yeah, exactly.
call it sane lace, like level-headed lace agate or something like that.
Like, I think it's
Slightly disturbed
Missouri
lace.
lace.
Yeah.
People call it Missouri lace. I don't know.
They're so cool. Yeah,
They
I am
are.
waiting to take
So
that
cute.
big one that you sent me to Kim's, so we can
Do
safely
it.
cut
Awesome.
the sides. And she got a wet angle grinder, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be one of the first ones that I take over there to cut and polish, because I literally have that on my bench staring at me like at every single day, because I love that piece so much. Like that Haunted Ridge stuff is insane.
It is.
It's really cool.
It's so cool. And again, you mentioned Keokuk, and I'm like, yeah, but like the stuff you find is nicer than those geodes anyway. So it's like,
Dude,
I was just saying it. I'll be on record
Like,
saying
Go ahead
that's
and leave your
why I
thoughts in the
started my
comments on that.
channel. Like, it's why I started, because, like, to the southwest you have the Arkansas quartz, which I know is not in Missouri, but it's in northwestern Arkansas, so it's really close. It's like right there. And then up in the other corner of the state you have the geodes. I'm like literally right between them, there's like so much good stuff, you guys. And people, it was just like
Guys.
crickets. Like no one knew about it. So I was like, okay, it's my mission. I want people to know about this. This is cool. If
I
people
wanna-
are coming for the geodes and they're coming for the Arkansas quartz, they need to swing through here on that trip.
Yeah, they'll stay for the agates.
Yeah, we're gonna
for sure.
definitely make a trip over there at some point. It's not horrendously far from Florida. It's also not close, but it's closer than Montana at any rate.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a ways.
Yeah,
I want to go.
I do too, but we're kind of really far away, aren't we, Kyle?
Yeah, you guys are even farther than I am.
Dude, instant transmission. I wish I had it.
She's like,
Right?
Do it.
Yes.
I know.
That's the winning superpower. Like,
if you know, you know.
yeah.
Yes.
You know how often I have dreams about that? Just like I'm trying to like teleport my dream and I just do this. And I distinctly remember in those dreams too, like I make the noises with my mouth. So it's like you thinking that's gonna help with teleport. And dreams are weird.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, off topics a little bit. Any other questions from Skipper or Kurt?
What state in your area are you like dying to go hunt at? In your vicinity, I should say.
I really want to get to Arkansas for the quartz, because it's been a long time since I've been there. I've been there before, but it was before my wife and I got married. I proposed to her there and she actually said yes.
Nice.
So, gosh, that was, I think, 06 was the last time I was there. And I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I didn't really find much. I think I'd do a lot better if I went now.
Oh, heck yeah.
So I definitely want to go there. Tennessee and Kentucky has some cool stuff. There's some cool agates in Tennessee. They have these paint rock agates that are really cool. I would like to check that out. And even in northern Missouri and Kansas, like if you're willing to walk enough cornfields, like you can find cool Lake Superior agates. And some of them are not like tumbled like the ones you'd find in the lakes because they were brought here by the glaciers. So that's cool.
Man.
There's
awesome.
there's like a ton of stuff around here. Like there's stuff like still in Missouri that I really want to go find. Like I know there's amethyst here. And it's in some old zinc mine. I've heard it from a couple people. I've seen pictures and it's amethyst and it's pretty good amethyst. So trying to put some feelers out on that and get in there. But yeah,
cool.
there's a lot of stuff all around here. Like I didn't really realize, when I was younger until I really started looking into it. And I'm like, no, the Midwest has a lot of good stuff.
Heck yeah.
Lucky.
But yeah, I want to go everywhere. I want to go to Colorado really bad. There's somebody I know out there that offered to let me dig with them that I'm like, that would be cool. So I want to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of places I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Mohawk Valley in New York, where Brian Majors was, the crystal collector. There's some amazing stuff there. And actually, I think I heard he said he's on his way to Montana, Theo. I think he's going to Crystal Park.
I remember when we had him on, he mentioned that he would be going there this summer, but I couldn't remember when.
Yeah, I think that's coming up. I think I remember hearing that on his Facebook.
Oh, heck yeah.
So yeah, that's where I want to go everywhere.
Short answer, yes.
There's still lots of good places in state that I haven't been to.
Yeah, and I'm get good coverage. That way everyone knows what's out there.
Yeah, Colorado's been on my list for a long time too. Because I've rock hunted there a few times, but that was long before I actually knew what the heck I was doing. Me and Kurt gotta find some of those. What is it? Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Pikes Peak area.
Yeah.
Smoky Quartz and Amazon Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
That'd be cool.
And Derek, the Rockmaster, went to Antero and found some really nice aquamarine. So ever since he showed me those, I'm like, yeah, I need to get to Colorado.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Those smoky quartz Amazonite like combos are very, very cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Kurt, do you have any questions for Dustin?
I do. Earlier you mentioned you wanted to get a shop. So what tools are you looking into getting for the lapidary?
The first thing I want to get is a wet angle grinder and some pads. Because everything that I want to cut and polish is like huge. Like I have a thing like this. Like I have an agate boulder that I want to cut and polish.
Nice.
Amen to that.
Video it?
Of course I'll video it. I'll have to video it. But it's probably, I don't know, like, because I'm going to have to do it outside, obviously. So I'm going to have to do it when it's warm. So it's the sort of thing I'm like, man, I don't know if I worked on that for like 3 or 4 hours a day. How many days would that take me? I'm like, I don't know, a lot of days. Because I don't know what I'm doing yet either, but
yeah.
Whatever, plenty of material here, so you gotta learn.
I was gonna say you can practice on some.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the cold weather, just get like a rain suit, and you should be okay. Rain suit and some boots.
Or a dry suit.
Dude, I've pressure washed rocks when it was like 50 degrees outside in a raincoat before, so yeah, I could do it.
Yeah. I mean, I did it on a cold day.
Yeah, cold day is one thing, but not a freezing day.
A freezing day wouldn't be good. Like a raining wet day wouldn't be good. Even though it's the wet angle grinder, it's still an electrical tool that there's parts that can't get wet. And I was thinking today, because I was out there doing it today in the sun, that yeah, it's most preferable to do in warm weather when it's not that big of a deal if you're getting wet, because
you're gonna get wet.
Yeah, you're getting wet. Like I was wearing my rain boots, like just the 6-inch tall rain boots when I did it the first time, and I had like the like an apron from High Tech, actually, that is waterproof, and the one that came with your machine, right?
Yes, and I use it regularly.
It's very good. Yes, thank you, High Tech.
Thank you.
But I did notice that like everything was dripping into my boots.
They're your
like,
water
off of
catch
the apron and everything. I was like, okay, not a win. Like, gonna have to rethink this next time when I'm just gonna not get wet, because I got wet anyway. Yeah, like my wool socks are like, anyway. Yeah, so wet angle grinder is a great idea. Get one.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody needs one of those.
I want one too.
They're so fun.
Yeah, that's the next thing on my list, actually. That has moved its way up the queue quite a bit.
Do it.
It's a coming.
I've seen people do some cool stuff with them, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're just so versatile.
I have high hopes.
Yeah, well, I think that in this regard, I'm just all sorts of pleased. I can't keep my hands off of it. I'm like checking the weather to make sure that like I can do some wet angle grinding tomorrow for this much time. And actually, it goes a lot faster than I thought it would.
That's exactly what Kim said about her.
Where was this when I needed to do a gazillion things and have them polished? And so I still have to make my Berber disc though for the cerium oxide. Like I am definitely missing.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know that's a word. I know it's a real word, but every time I hear that word, it just sounds like someone with a weird accent saying baby or Berber.
That reminds me, I got Berber agate somewhere. I have to find it.
Little Berber agates.
They're cute little Berbers.
Berbers.
We digress.
Every time. Yeah. That's what goes through my brain every time I hear that word. Little Berber.
Oh, we're gonna have to torture you with it every podcast.
Every episode.
The Discordians, I think it was on Discord. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere we were talking about what vanity plate would you get, and it was like a Rockhound oriented vanity plate. Do you guys have a vanity plate that you have in mind? Dustin first, but that's a question off of Discord for everybody.
Dude, I already have one.
Do you?
Like, I already have a rock vanity plate. It's Rock 5, pronounced rocks.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
When you see it, and it's cool. It's like a cave state license plate. I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you, Kyle, so you can throw it in. Because it's the Rockmobile. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Everybody's cheering right now.
Yeah, that was mainly my wife Ashley that pulled the trigger on that. She was like, you need a cool, like, personalized license plate because you're into rocks and you have this YouTube channel.
That's just proper branding.
Ashley just gets better and better. Like she's so cool already, like with her purses and stuff like that. She's just killing it. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's getting into leather work. I keep telling her she needs to like make it a channel, but she's like, no, I don't want to.
Do it.
So
she does beautiful work.
I know. It's really good. I think she's just getting started too.
Good.
So yeah, she's got a talent for it.
Yeah. That's cool. I think it was Greg, but you say it in the chat, you guys, or leave it in the comments, which one of you came up with that question, because that was a really, really good one. Does anybody else have a vanity plate that they would get? Or you need to think about it?
I was going to get one. I decided not to because I'm frugal and I'm like, I can't justify spending that kind of money on a plate as much as I would love it. But that was also when I had the Oregon Rockhound like decals like all over my windows, making the flagship for like my Facebook group, and I have since taken those decals off. But I was gonna have RCK HND, but
Yeah.
you know, what are the odds someone else already has that too? Like I'm like, no, that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Like,
Dude, go for it. Rock 5 was my first choice, and it was, yep, you got it. You're Rock 5.
Oh man, this is hard. This is too hard. I'm thinking, but I can't come up with anything immediately.
On the most hardness, how hard is it?
It's at least a 9.
I'm done.
Like,
It's a 9.
yeah, we're scraping corundum right now. Actually, that funny story, to a reference that's like probably 10 years old at this point, but me and 2 of my friends were all going to get semi-matching plates. One of us was going to be not your buddy, one of them was going to be not your friend, and one of them was not your guy.
Awesome.
If you get the reference, yes.
I get the reference.
Yeah, it's so good.
Instant transmission, high five.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, again, that's like a 10-year-old reference at this point, so I don't know if that's still a plan. But oh man, as far as
Not
rocks,
to the
I don't know.
youngins.
I'm such a troll. It would have to be something funny, because I like, stupid humor. Just like what I was just mentioning, I guess, is a prime example of that. I don't know. It might be a stupid quote for my channel, but I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'll report back next week and give this some thought and actually come back with a real answer next time.
All right, there.
I know. I'm sorry. That's
Heard
kind
it
of a
here.
cop out, but I got to give
Nah.
this the thought it deserves.
There you go. He'll keep them coming back for more.
Yeah. Tune
about
in
you,
next
Kurt?
time. When?
Yeah.
Kurt?
I do not. Yeah, I don't have. I'm not sure if I would ever do that, but
He's just not made.
I went like back when I first got my license. I thought about doing that. I was going to use my gamer tag on Xbox just because it was a hilarious gamer tag, which is "you're a joke," you are a, and then joke. But I'm pretty sure that would cause some road rage things.
Good point.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I would do that related to rocks just because, yeah. So.
Right
Okay.
on.
Karen, what about you?
Hey, I could just steal Montana Rock Mom.
Yeah.
Just to be a total.
I can just see you driving down like in your rig, like Rock Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Just for fun.
It's me. All right. Yeah, I actually knew about this question already, and I don't know. I guess I could have thought about it, but yeah, nothing off the top of my head. I used to have a vanity plate. It's right there, and it was on my yellow Escape. And so that, like, I kind of got it out of my system, I think. Can you see it, Kyle? He's changing stuff around so that he can like
Yeah.
zoom in on
Where
us.
at?
Yeah, yellow sub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Nice.
so, yeah, it was my son's favorite movie out of like all the Disney films and all that kind of stuff that you could possibly, get like a vanity plate for the whole family or whatever. He loved to watch the Yellow Submarine cartoon by the Beatles. That movie was his favorite, like above like all the other ones that were out by Disney or whatever. Like,
Nice.
if you're a parent, that the kids watch them like seriously 200 times, like 300 times, depending on a favorite. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
which the
so
parent has also seen that movie now 200-300 times.
Exactly.
how many full scripts can I cite, off of Disney or whatever? And so it was a pleasure that he actually liked the Beatles. Like, great. I could
Yeah,
listen
it's a
to
big
that.
win.
Yeah, it's a good one. Anyways, yeah. So that's not my non-rock hounding vanity plate answer. But yeah, I don't think I would do one at this point unless it's, it was so brilliant I just couldn't help myself. But that hasn't happened.
I just did it because we had like a cool cave state option. So it was already kind of rock themed. I was like, yeah. Because we saw one like on the road like a few years ago, like way before I got into my channel. And both Ashley and I were like, oh, that's cool. Like, you need that. I want that. And I was the one who was just kind of like, oh, we shouldn't waste money on that. But she talked me into it. I'm rock 5 now.
Nice. I think it's great. Yeah.
Well, one final question for me before we go into show and tell. I'll keep it as simple as I can and quick. So once you get your own lap dairy equipment, do you plan on offering services to other people for a charge once you do?
Oh God, no, at this point, no, but in the future, maybe. At Haunted Ridge, the owner, Greg, just built a nice big outbuilding shed type building, and it's all insulated. It's going to have electric, it's going to have water. And he already has like a big tile saw that he got.
Nice.
He's probably going to be investing in a big like 18-inch saw at some point coming up here, but he's kind of shopping around because he's kind of with me of just like, yeah, wow, it's like buying a new car. I'm getting a used saw.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he even he's getting into it now. So it's definitely going to happen. But it's probably a few years out still.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Thank you, Kyle.
Awesome.
But now that we're done with all the questioning, we can get into show and tell. So we're going to go ahead and start with you, Dustin.
Oh, okay. I guess I should show off the barite that I mentioned. And I don't know, at some point in this, Kyle, like throw in that video I sent you of the ridiculousness going on in front of my house. So I got two different pieces there. This
cool.
one is from the sketchy road cut, and there's way more of it. Like this is one of like, I don't know, probably about 50 pieces I pulled out.
Oh wow.
And
that's cool.
Let's see, this one.
Wow.
This one is from
Yeah.
that property I went to with Adam.
That's
And it's a bummer I didn't film it, but also it would just be like, well, here's a ditch full of cool barite crystals. We're going to pick them up. But I wish I would have filmed it, because the cool thing that happened was I saw a scorpion, which was a big freaking deal for me, because like we don't really have those in Missouri, and it's only 2 counties away from my house. So I was really stoked that we found a scorpion.
Heck yeah.
So that was cool.
I'm with you. I get so
I
excited
sent
when
you
we
some
see scorpions
pictures.
here.
I sent you pictures, Kyle.
Okay.
Like people didn't believe me when I posted on Facebook. It's like, we don't have scorpions in Missouri. I'm like, we do.
I run into the
It's the
exact
first
same thing in Montana. Like people don't believe they're here, but they're here.
Interesting.
They are.
Yeah. So that was a pretty great day. I was like 8-year-old Jack. Like, it's a fucking scorpion.
Exactly.
That's great.
Oh, I'm so glad I found someone that gets it. So excited.
And I also want to show off because I just successfully uploaded the video after a struggle.
You love that?
Because my lovely wife, like, I was all jacked up about the barite, and I wanted to go out to that road cut, but it was just going to be way too hot, and it was just me, and I like really needed a buddy, and my family was like, yeah, nah, we're good on the road cut barite, man. And she's like, well, okay, like you're stressing out, like you need to get out, like get out of the house, like get out and unwind, like why don't you go to the creek? And I'm really glad that I did, because I went to the cool creek by my house where I find these cool things.
Oh, cool.
If you can see that, it's got like such funky texture on the outside.
It really
Yeah, it
does.
Yeah,
It looks like a sea urchin.
Yeah,
or a
but it's a
spaceship.
geode.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
That is weird.
Chalcedony. It's a certain variety of chalcedony, usually associated with fossils. That's about all I know about it. But this one too. I found where these are coming out of the limestone host rock. There's like a big cliff by the creek, and I'd always go and check it out. And I'm sure this is where they got to be coming from, but I'm like, I don't see any. Well, we had like a lot of rain a few months ago, and it's been a few months since I've been to the creek, and like a big chunk of that cliff just like fell down, and it was loaded with cool geodes. And there's like really cool stuff in there, like cool dogtooth calcite. And
cool.
My friend Sherry went there today, actually, and I was at home working on my video, and she sent me a picture of something that she found. I was just like, oh man, it's so cool. It's like, I don't know if it's got selenite or aragonite inside, or if it's just like a second generation calcite, but it has like big calcite crystals, and then it has like little teeny tiny like needle type calcite crystals.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah,
anyway,
it does look cool.
I think she found the piece on the ground that matches the piece that's in a boulder that I showed in my video, because it seriously looked like the other half. So
Maybe
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
What else?
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's my show and tells. I found the geode source, and I got just gobs and gobs of barite, you guys.
Nice.
I love that
like
barite
too
so
much. Dude, it's so heavy. It's like freakishly heavy. It feels like heavy, like a chunk of metal when you hold it.
The structure is just so bizarre, because we have barite in Montana, but it looks nothing like that. Like
that's what everybody tells me. Like, I don't know. I guess ours is weird. I don't know. Whatever.
Like
it's weird in Oklahoma too. They have the rose barite.
Yeah, that stuff is weird too. Yeah, in Montana, if you put like rhombohedral crystal of like amber or brown calcite next to a barite crystal, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference, frankly. There's some in western Montana where there's gold barite, but again, it's just like little rhombohedral crystals.
It gets like that here. I've found a couple like that. I found one in the cool barite ditch like that. But fun fact about
those
barite.
Shapes are just crazy.
Yeah, it's
you never see that in Montana.
No, I have some that they look like evil wizard castles.
Great descriptor.
If you were to crush this up into a fine powder and mix it with something tasty and put like a binder in, that's what they give you to drink when you have a radiology swallow study.
Oh yeah.
You're drinking barite. So
that's crazy.
It blocks radiation. So it shows up really bright in X-ray, and it doesn't react with anything. It's inert. You can drink it and it passes right through.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah. So there you go. Fun fact.
The more you know.
Are we going G.I. Joe or Rainbow? The more you know, or is someone going to be like, and knowing is half the battle? Like, sorry.
Hey,
there's another like over decade outdated joke at this point.
Well, thank you for your show and tells, Dustin. Next in line is going to be Karen.
All right, so we're going to continue with Dustin.
got any more, Dustin?
She sent me a picture of this earlier, and this is cool. This is a cool thing.
This is very nice.
Yeah,
this is very nice.
So I did allude at the top of the podcast that Dustin had called me out on this nodule that he had sent me. And he actually sent me the most amazing box. I want to say it's been, maybe 7 or 8 months now, something like that. And am I wrong? Is it about
7.
that?
It was Christmas. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my Christmas big like craziness of like, I'm gonna send rocks to everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because like I got a big box for you too.
Yeah, and it was like Christmas. There were so many different things in there, like the fossils, and there were these nodules, and there was druzy, of course. That it was just, it was a Festivus, right? And there were these nodules, and I was waiting on getting better at cutting, and then also getting this angle grinder that I just got before, cutting all this stuff that I knew I was going to want to. And so he's just like,
I was just impatient. I was like, I know you have better saws than me. Cut it. I feel like there's something cool in there.
So, and the irony is, it was like sitting right there. I was like, okay, because it really was in queue, and so I did. And this is what happened.
Nice.
And
that is so cool.
Yeah, and so this is unpolished. This is the wet angle grinder. See,
yes.
That's
what I need.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's without the
tool I
cerium
need.
oxide.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Who needs the Berber?
Who needs Berbers?
Because I want, I am such a like high shine lover that
I'll get there, but I would be so ecstatic if I cut a rock and I got it to shine like that. I'd be like, oh, it's perfect.
You're going to be so giddy then. You're going to have such a good time with your angle grinder. But what I thought was really, really cool about this specimen was that when I got it open, you can see the detail in either the picture or the video that I sent to Kyle. There's like this forest of the geode innards are crystal, and then there's bots, botryoidal structures. Some of them meet in the middle, and then there's druzy that has grown over some of the crystals. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you're so cool. And then as I'm getting it more and more polished, it's revealing that this is really intricate. This agate that's around here, there's a quartz, but like the agate has, of course, all of the iron valent colors. And there are the oolitic, big, like the little white, and then it's the concentric circles around it. But just tiny, and I get to say oolitic instead of orbicular. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but so it's so detailed. It's so finely detailed that as I was polishing it, it just got better and better and better. And so, unfortunately, the video is, or rather, the even the video that I sent to Kyle isn't going to do it justice. It was just an amazing nodule. So again, thank you, Dustin. I'm glad that you inspired me with a strong arm to get that thing cut. And
dude, no, I want to find some more so bad now. And my friend Sherry's going to be stoked. She found one. It's got a few parts where it broke as it tumbled in the creek. So it's got pockets of kind of root beer colored quartz crystals inside.
Ooh.
And she calls it her speaker breaker because it's like almost basketball sized, and she's like, I didn't have anything to put it in, so it just rolled around the back of my Tahoe as I drove home, and it kind of broke the cover to my speaker.
Yeah, worth it.
So yeah, she's ready to get a big saw now too.
Oh yeah. So that was an amazing nodule from Dustin. And then the other show and tell that I have is this is a thunder egg that my dad found actually at Richardson's Rock Ranch. That was back when you could mine, and so I took Dad for a trip, and we actually tried to cut it with the other saw, but it kept on slipping out because I didn't want to have to cut this whole thing like with my 10-inch, even though it could take it. Like I was like, it's kind of big. I want, and it didn't work. So I ended up doing it anyway. But it turned out to be
That's
so
beautiful.
Nice.
good. This is unpolished. I did send a picture in wet of the thunder egg, so like of one side, I think, so that you can see. It's like this looks like an ocean scene, like with a breaking wave and like
yeah,
the breaking
absolutely.
Yeah,
waves
I was
back,
gonna
and
say the
then
same thing.
the clouds
That's so
and everything.
cool.
It is like such a cool picture stone. So I cut this open for my dad for his birthday, which is today, and then started polishing on it. And I wanted to do such a good job. Like, I know Kyle's gonna totally feel this one. Like that, I'm like, I'm gonna go back a pad,
Yep.
like polish it more, and like go forward. No, I'm not quite there. I just I see this or whatever. I want to make it perfect. And so this one's going to take a little bit longer. So I didn't make it for tonight and for his birthday, but I will definitely be doing a video for the polishing of them. It'll probably be a short. And so you guys will get some gratification. It just might wait a couple days for that. So
We're patient. We can wait.
yeah. That's my shows and tells.
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
So it looks like next in line is going to be Kurt. What do you got, buddy?
I got a cat.
Here.
Yeah, you do.
He's just
handful
looking
of
at. So
That's not a rock. You can't fool me, sir.
Oh, he's like a rock.
I've seen a cat before. I can distinguish the two. Okay. All right, that's better than any rocks I have here.
So for my show and tell, I'm gonna keep it quick. The first one I'll send videos to Kyle is I got cat hair all over me now.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the first one is this crinoid fossil. That's the rough side, and then the polished side is right
So
here.
cool.
The little
Yeah.
crystal pocket in there looks like little diamonds. The way it the light hits it. And
It's actually
Yeah.
flashing right now. Like
Oh,
just
it
in the
was.
Zoom,
It
it was
did,
actually,
yeah.
Are you even kidding
Saying
me?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so
I
cool.
can't see if it's flashing or not. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
super beautiful. And then
Legit.
I love the inner side of the crinoid pattern. Kind of cool. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'll send the video to Kyle. And then the other thing, I'm tumbling a lot of this pink Central Texas Hill Country pink granite.
Oh, pretty.
Very beautiful stuff. It's mixed of pink feldspar with black biotite mica and smoky quartz, and then regular quartz. And getting it polished. Here's one piece right here. Not sure if y'all can see that.
Pretty.
But
Nice.
just that one, and then just two other really small cabochons, which I'll be wrapping soon. And once all of it's done tumbling, I have about probably 8 pounds tumbling right now.
Wow.
So there's gonna be a bunch
Yeah.
of beautiful pieces in there. But,
Very pretty.
yeah, that's my show and tell.
Well, thank you, Kurt, for your show and tell.
Yeah.
Next in line is going to be Skeeper.
Skeeper. All right. So for this week, my show and tell is
He's
What?
gone.
He gone.
Yeah, he
He
bailed.
disappeared.
It's pretty funny.
He's probably laughing in the background. This is like,
Oops.
Did he mean to disappear?
I don't
That's a
think
good
he did. I
question.
think he meant to do something else.
I had to get my flashlight.
Oh, he meant to.
Oh,
I fooled you all. So yeah, we went out on the boat and absolutely got some fantastic stuff. So landed on the islands, took probably less than 10 paces away from the boat and found this.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What is
Whoa.
that?
It's a big old Montana agate.
No.
Nice.
Whoa.
What?
That's like so
Dude.
big. I didn't even, my brain didn't
Yeah.
even register that as a Montana agate.
That's a
4
rock.
pounds Montana agate. I'm gonna see if I can get to. Oh, it's so dark. It's gonna be so nice. You see it glowing just a little bit. Like this thing's gonna be so nice.
That's
So
why when
that
the
was-
motor broke, she gave you the short paddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that was a great tip off to how the rest of the day was gonna be. Cause like, yeah, parked on the islands, got everything situated, got out of the boat, took 10 steps, found this. And probably not even 5 minutes after that, I found this,
Ooh.
Yeah.
which is
Wow.
an even bigger Montana agate. Like, I hold the two side by side. It's actually way bigger.
Oh, wow.
So this one's
Jeez.
4 pounds. This one's 6 pounds.
Just 6 pounds.
That's only
I
6
know,
pounds.
only?
Yeah. Yeah, I was so excited about this. I need to cut it so bad, and I'm so excited to share that video with you all tomorrow because that was, oh gosh, it was crazy. I mean, these were the two big ones by far, but I probably found like 6 or 7 agates over 2 pounds.
Wow.
It was a good day. It was so much fun. That's actually all I have for show and tell. It was just these two big ones.
It's all we can take, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your short and sweet but big rocks.
Short, sweet, and big. That's all.
You like short, sweet, big rock. Big, good. So, I guess that comes down to me, eh?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we make replace spotlight. There we go. Hello. So
Hello.
So I don't really have a whole lot of show and tell either myself. So basically what I've been doing. So if some of you don't know, Agate Ariel has been doing like a Tumble with Me series like on her channel. And it was one of those things that kind of prompted me to be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my tumbler drawer that I have cupboard I have here in the shop and start my hand at tumbling. And so that's what I've been doing for like the last week.
Sorry.
Tumbling.
Never mind. Sorry. Never mind.
What?
Nothing. I slapped myself real hard on the face. I forgot.
I did see that.
Oh, don't do
I
that.
did, man.
I'm sorry.
But I'll have to put some pictures up because like I've been using a laptop the last couple podcasts and like the video quality is definitely like not good. But it sounds better out here than it is in the rock room, oddly enough. But basically what I did, I got 2 tumblers going. I was gonna release a video each week, but I think I'll wait till like they're all done and then just do one big video. And if they turn out good, no, screw it. I'll go ahead and I'll make the video no matter what, no matter the outcome. But basically, I have 2 tumblers going. I have 2 different brands of tumblers going. One's lower tone, the other one is, oh gosh, it's when they get Harbor Freight. It's that red one. I forgot the name.
I literally own
Chicago.
both of those.
Chicago.
Chicago Electric.
I got
Yeah.
one too. Just died.
Lower
So-
tone is the best.
What I'm noticing is the lower tone one, it doesn't quite tumble twice as fast, but it is about maybe half to 0.7 times faster than the actual lower tone tumbler. And so I open up the Chicago one. The rocks are still a little bit jagged, and I was somewhat okay with the lower tone barrel. Excuse me. So I have decided to do an experiment. I went ahead and switched over to stage 2 in lower tone and kind of see how it goes through the stages. And then I left the one in the Chicago barrel to keep going for another week with the same grit. See how that turns out. Pun intended. No pun intended. Every day I'm tumbling, but yeah. So in the lower tone barrel, I have it's almost borderline like opalized wood, because it seems more light and more fragile than an actual agatized wood. And then also in that same barrel, I put that mystery petrified wood that's pretty heavily agatized and more dense. So there's 2 different types of hardnesses in there. And then in the Chicago barrel, I have some yellow moss agate. So I'll show the one of the petrified woods, that I have going on. It's kind of a yellow. Oh,
Nice.
gosh. Yeah, I'll put a better picture.
Very nice. Those will look great.
Yeah, they already look kind of cool on the inside. I should have taken some pictures, but that's okay. And then on the other barrel, I just have some yellow moss agate in there. Again, I'll put some better pictures up because like this camera is not good at all. But I figured, I'll go ahead and try out to tumble this yellow moss agate. I was gonna do some like normal like carnelian agates and some clear agates, and like I had them in the barrel ready to go. And I decided, you know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and do something different. I'm gonna go do some yellow moss agate and see how that looks. Because I think a lot of people like they do tumble like a lot of like clear and like carnelian. I'm like, no, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do something different.
Good for you.
And so yeah, I'm excited to see how they look next week. It is gonna be a longer process because I'm so used to just like whipping a rock on the machine, have it done like in a half an hour, and be like, hey, look, something shiny. Nope, I gotta wait about a month.
I love tumbling, honestly. It's so low maintenance.
So like depending on how this turns out, it's going to depend on whether or not I keep the tumblers. So like if I enjoy the process and like the outcome of like how they turn out, I'll keep the tumblers so long as the Chicago one keeps going.
Yeah, that's the biggest risk. Oh, those things die like crazy.
The other issue I'm having is I think it's the Model A. It's the smaller lower tone tumbler. It's the 3-pound one. Yep. I'm noticing that it actually walks up and actually hits the rubber bumper, and it's been frictioning on the bumper and on the lid and causing a black residue. I'm a little iffy about that.
Mine does that too. I just put a little spacer into it and it stopped completely. So it likes to ride forwards.
Good to know. So it's not just me then.
No, that's exactly how mine is too.
And then I do have a larger, older lower tone tumbler. I don't have the actual machine down here, but it holds these bigger barrels.
Oh yeah.
And I went to go plug it in, and that motor got super, super hot. And I was like, I don't know about this. Might this get a motor or just like sell it to someone for $10 and be like, you can have it. You deal with it. I do want to try to fix it though, because like if it does turn out and I do like tumbling, I'll go ahead and get the bigger tumblers like really going, because I have those ones, and then I have the 15-pound large barrels.
I have one of those too.
Yeah, I got.
He did get it working.
I can't really pick it up, but I can try to show you guys here.
It's right there.
It's there, just off screen.
So I got that.
Yep.
I got that big tumbler machine down there. Paid $150 for that, and figured if I can repair the barrels, because there are some tears, just from it's probably sat out in the sun, and so the rubber and everything kind of tore up a little bit. So I'm going to try to use some of the E6000 to kind of fill in those gaps and see if that works. I'll do a dry run with this regular water to see how well it holds up. And if it does hold up, then I'll proceed with a much bigger batch of tumbling rocks.
Heck yeah.
That was a small lowdown of my show and tell. And now we can get into words of wisdom.
Right.
Dustin.
Who's feeling wise? Dustin?
I came up with no words of wisdom. So I'm just going to say something wise that I heard today. You don't need permission to do stuff. Like if you want to start a YouTube channel or go look for rocks or whatever weird thing you want to do, if it's not hurting anybody, just go do it. You don't need permission. So go on, go be weird. And I also
after the podcast
is
over, don't go now.
My other words of wisdom is I want to say Haunted Ridge is open for anybody who's watching this. They're open most weekends. Check their Facebook page, Haunted Ridge Rocks. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of them. If you think you're going to be out there, they are open during the week too, just not all the time, because they still like live their lives and are like transitioning into that. So just give them a call like a day or two ahead and make sure they're there. And
Oh, nice. You can even get insurance.
That is the phone number, and the owner is Greg.
There you go.
So call that number. You're good to go, or look them up on their Facebook. Haunted Ridge
Nice.
Rocks.
Cool.
That is wise.
That's my wisdom. Go be weird, and there's Haunted Ridge's contact info.
Noise.
Thank you.
Wise words indeed.
Mhm.
Karen, you're next for Wise.
All right. Well, kind of in the same vein of what Dustin just said, I understand that a lot of times there's a planning stage that people really find important, like if you have to like buy a plane ticket to go someplace, planning stage. But I oftentimes see people get like stoved up in that stage and they don't do it. And so my advice here, is like, do it. The speed of life goes by really fast. And so sometimes the planning stage is all the time that you have, and you're all done planning and you're out of time. And so sometimes you got to just fly by the seat of your pants and do it and make the plan as you're going. But
I do that all the time.
That's what mid-stride. And so you do it. And
just listen to your shoulder,
as you're
Shia.
going along. Yeah. What's that?
I said, just listen to your shoulder, Shia.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So, yeah.
Well,
That's
thank you
it.
for your words of wisdom. Kurt, what do you got?
I didn't really think of anything clever, so I'll go with something I've said in the past and what Dustin and Karen said. Be weird, go have fun, do it, and find some cool rocks. And don't care what anyone else thinks about those rocks. Just as long as you like them, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kurt.
Truly wise.
Keeper.
Oh, wait.
Yep. What?
And take plenty of water with you. There you go.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes. Hydrate.
Yes.
My words of wisdom would be when life gives you a lot of lemons, you're clearly being given sign.
Oh,
so
That was epic.
make that lemonade stand. So no, like this actually ties into Saturday. So that could have been a really, really, really bad day, not being able to go anywhere. But instead of pouting and being upset and leaving right that second, we hunted out the rest of the island for another hour, and we all found great stuff. And then again, instead of going home a little bit upset and like disappointed that we didn't get to go to more islands, Kim and I gave each other that side eye and we're like, let's go to another, let's go to somewhere else. So we went and hunted for another like 5 hours. We were literally gone for 12 hours and it was awesome. We had so much fun. So yeah, if you're getting a lot of lemons showing up, just start a business, set up that lemonade stand.
Yep.
Capitalize.
Do it.
Yeah, that's the theme of the week, apparently. Because that's how I found the cool geodes, because I was wanting to go out for a bar night, and I was just like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I just flew by the seat of my pants, and I'm glad I did, because I found really cool stuff.
Nice. Well, thank you, Skipper, for your words of wisdom.
Skeeper.
Skipper.
It's like this.
So I guess my words of wisdom, like Dustin says, you don't need permission, but I'm gonna add on to that. You don't need permission to do nice things for other people. So go out there, do a nice deed. You don't have to flaunt it to the entire world like, oh, I did a nice deed for so-and-so. No, just do a nice deed. Just
it kind of undoes the nice deed if you go and brag about it.
So go out there, do something nice for someone. Doesn't matter if it's, listening to their day because they need someone to talk to. If they need help mowing their lawn, mow their lawn. Doing something nice can be free and it can make you feel good at the end of the day. So go do something nice. That's my words of wisdom. Karen, if you do the honors of taking us out.
Absolutely. And first of all, though, I would love to thank Dustin for being on the podcast again. And it always feels like there's more. So we're going to have you back.
Oh, thank you.
more crystals and geodes and all the fun stuff that there is to dig in Missouri. And where do people find you as far as your channel, your Instagram, stuff like that? Go ahead and give that a shout real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Ashley does my Instagram. I think I'm Dustin Allman or Dustin Finds Rocks on Instagram. I'm Dustin something. I have a YouTube channel, Dustin Finds Rocks, and I'm just my name on Facebook, Dustin Allman, same profile picture as my YouTube.
Nice.
Awesome. Great.
And eventually I'll probably branch out to other things, but it is all I can do to keep up with YouTube and Facebook.
No
and
kidding.
I don't even do Instagram. Ashley does Instagram.
Thank you,
I
Ashley.
have nothing to do with Instagram. I don't interact with it at all.
So all you people out there listening, go hang out with Ashley over on Instagram through Dustin's profile. Because
Yep. Yeah, probably better to get a hold of me on Facebook or YouTube where I actually am, but I'm trying to make a presence. I'm trying to get out there.
Right on. Yeah. Awesome. And then, of course, you can contact Dustin about the dig that's happening for Halloween at the Haunted Ridge. That's going to be epic and amazing. So pursue that. And meanwhile, I hope that you're going out and finding killer things this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us again and hanging out in the chat with us. We love you guys, and we will talk to you next week. Rock on.
Rock on.
Bye.
Rock on, everybody.